The morning arrives quietly, many wake with a racing heart, as if the day demands answers before it even begins. Anxiety approaches without permission, filling early thoughts with invisible pressure. This video guides you into a dawn shaped by God's peace, where each breath finds direction and your steps begin to regain meaning. You're here because something inside you is searching for rest, clarity, and lightness. In these opening moments, you'll sense a spiritual path capable of transforming your morning. Anxiety insists you must control everything, but today you'll discover how releasing your worries to God opens the door to a peace that restores your heart from the very first minutes of the day. Morning light carries a powerful opportunity to begin again, yet many feel reminders of yesterday's battles rising with the sun. It's in this fragile space that God desires to act, calming your inner noise and rebuilding your balance. Stay with me, because the words ahead will guide you toward a renewed way to start your day, steady, centered, and connected to His presence. Anxiety often works quietly, trapping your thoughts in future scenarios that don't even exist yet. When you wake, your mind is fragile, and that's where anxiety tries to grow. But today, you'll learn to catch this movement before it spreads, preventing worry from controlling your morning. Every word ahead was shaped to strengthen your awareness and bring your peace back. There is a spiritual secret hidden in the early hours. Your first thought sets the tone for the entire day. When you offer that moment to God, everything around you begins to realign. Even if you woke up feeling heavy, your decision to remain here already places you on the path of transformation. This script will help you protect your morning with divine presence. Anxiety tries to occupy the space that belongs to your faith. It tries to convince you that you won't handle what awaits you. But when you connect with God at dawn, a new strength rises inside you. It's as if the Creator rearranges what once felt chaotic, bringing clarity to thoughts that were tangled and overwhelmed. From this moment on, you will learn how to interrupt fast-moving thoughts before they expand. An anxious mind creates stories that will never happen, but God works with truth. He brings you back to the present, the only place where He acts. Understanding this breaks the cycle that feeds your anxiety and restores your inner calm. Breathe slowly again. Feel the air entering and filling the spaces that once felt tight. This simple action opens a pathway for God to touch your mind. When you breathe with intention, your body understands it's safe, no longer in alert mode, and your soul finds the perfect environment to be guided by His peace and gentle direction. Now imagine placing your worries into the hands of someone who never fails. That's what God does when you seek Him at daybreak. He receives your exhaustion, understands your struggles, and repositions your heart. Your breakthrough begins here, in the humble recognition that you were never meant to carry everything alone. Every sunrise carries a promise. God renews your strength daily. This means that even when anxiety tries to paralyze you, a greater power stands ready to lift you again. When you present your morning to the Lord, He lightens burdens that once felt impossible and gives you fresh courage for the day ahead. From this point forward, you will begin to notice an internal shift. Your thoughts slow down, your mind becomes clearer, and a new layer of peace settles inside you. This is not illusion, it's God surrounding you. Keep walking with me, because we are approaching the deepest part of this journey, where true transformation begins. Before we continue, know that God is preparing you to hear words that will strengthen every fragile area of your heart. He has something reserved especially for you, and it is at dawn that He reveals unique guidance. Stay attentive, because what comes next will reach places within you that anxiety has tried to hide for far too long. We've reached the moment when your mind becomes more receptive, and now we enter deeper spiritual reflection. Anxiety keeps you trapped in what if, but God calls you into I am with you. When you understand this difference, a new perspective opens, changing the way you face your challenges and calming the weight that tries to settle in your heart. Father, I surrender to you the concerns invading my heart. Remove the weight of tomorrow, break the excess of fear, and renew my trust. Fill every anxious place with your peace. As you receive these words, anxiety begins to lose ground, and your soul absorbs the calm that comes from God's gentle and steady presence. As the prayer continues, a wave of rest begins to embrace your mind. This happens because God's presence aligns your emotions with what He has planned for you. When He steps in, fear weakens, wandering thoughts settle, and your heart finds the direction it didn't have before. His presence restores what anxiety tried to break. Now imagine God touching every worry you've been carrying, responsibilities, hidden fears, decisions pressing your heart. He sees everything, understands every detail, and cares for each part of your life. There is no anxiety too heavy for the Creator, no weight strong enough to overpower His ability to restore your peace and balance. Keep breathing slowly as these words settle deep within you. Anxiety always tries to persuade you that you're alone, but God's presence reminds you of the opposite. He is here, He is now, and He is within you. Wherever He is, fear loses strength. His nearness becomes your shield, your comfort, and your anchor in the early hours. Maybe you faced days when anxiety took far more space than it should have, but this script is guiding you precisely to the turning point of your journey, the moment of surrender. When you surrender, God steps in, and when God steps in, everything shifts. What once felt overwhelming becomes lighter, held by hands stronger than yours. At this moment in the video, your mind has already begun to respond differently. You sense more clarity, more lightness, and a type of peace that does not depend on anything happening around you. This is the peace God promised, one that surpasses understanding and stabilizes your heart, even in moments of uncertainty and change. Anxiety keeps you locked in what hasn't happened yet, but God calls you back to the present, where His presence moves and works. When you set your attention on Him, the weight of the future begins to fade. He calls you to trust, not to carry burdens that were never meant for your shoulders. Now picture your day being guided by the peace you feel right now. Imagine decisions flowing with clarity, emotions finding balance, and thoughts becoming calmer. This is what happens when your morning belongs to God. A divine order replaces confusion, and your steps align with the path that He prepares for you. God's presence begins filling spaces that anxiety once controlled, and suddenly, what felt impossible becomes manageable. You don't need to win every battle today. You only need to walk with Him, one step at a time, one breath at a time. With each moment you surrender, peace expands and settles deeper inside you. We are approaching the closing of this journey, and I want you to hold onto this truth. Anxiety does not define your days. God does. He has been rebuilding your mind since the moment this video began, bringing light to dark spaces and restoring life to the places that worry tried to damage. You are no longer walking alone. Now that your mind is steady again, we close this journey with a powerful truth. God doesn't just calm your anxiety, He strengthens you to move forward with courage. You leave this moment lighter, clearer, and more connected to His presence. What once felt overwhelming now becomes manageable under the guidance of the One who walks with you. Remember this, anxiety will always try to return, but now you have spiritual tools to confront it. Whenever that weight rises again, come back to this prayer. God never abandons those who seek Him, and He will sustain you in every sunrise. His peace is stronger than fear and becomes your foundation for the entire day ahead. Rise knowing you are protected. The day does not control you. You walk guided by God. He goes before you, opening doors, directing your steps, and guarding your heart. Every fear that tries to return will find you strengthened, steady, and anchored in a peace that does not break under pressure.